Welcome back to Lindsey Wilson College Wrestling here at Bigger Sports Center. Lindsey Wilson College, the third-ranked team in the NAI, just beat Cumberland University 40-6, the first home duel of the season. And now joining me here on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network is sophomore Isaac Thomas. He's from Morganfield, Kentucky, and he had a big 15-7 win. Isaac, go ahead and just talk about what it's like wrestling here at home here at Bigger Sports Center.
It's a good feeling, wrestling in front of a home crowd, getting a big win over Derek Lunsford. Feels good just to look good, I guess.
Yeah, I tell you what, I talked to Coach Ruff a lot, and he's been so congratulative of you on how you've been working in the offseason, how you got ready for this season. When you take a look back at last season and how much you've improved to this year, just talk about that improvement in yourself.
Well, I was in the wrestling room probably twice a week over the summer, every week. I don't know, I really want to get on that podium, top of the podium, to come nationals. Is
that the goal? I mean, I know it's early in the season, but every time you're wrestling, every time you go to practice, are you thinking about nationals and where you'd like to be?
Oh, it crosses my mind a couple of times a day.
How much help is it with the talent that Coach Ruff's been able to put into this wrestling room when you're in the mat every day in the room? Does that make you a better wrestler?
Oh, of course it does. It just having that many good people in the room, I can't even explain it, man.
And I think Coach Ruff had a goal to maybe have a shutout in this match. And, technically he kind of did, but then Scotty had his injury. Were you able to see what kind of happened to him there?
From what I heard, kid was returning him to the mat, and he just landed on his elbow wrong.
All right. Well, Isaac, I know you've been putting in so much work in this offseason, and it's really showed tonight, and we're real proud of you, and we love the way you came out and battled tonight, and I think we're looking forward to seeing you more here on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network. So right now we're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break and be back with Coach Ruff.
All right, thank you.
Back to Bigger Sports Center, Lindsey Wilson College. Actually, just got an update. We gained a point and during that break. Actually, it was a 41-6 win over Cumberland University. And Coach Ruff, I sat down with Isaac Thomas a second ago, and I hope you don't mind. I kind of let him know that Coach Ruff has been very congratulative and just kind of supportive of how good you've been. And he's really talked up to you, and I'm glad I got to see Isaac today because everything you told me showed out there tonight. Talk about Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac's dad was here tonight, and I just, I was working the reverse psychology, telling him how disappointed I am in Isaac and his work ethic and such, but his dad knows better. Yeah, Isaac is just, he's just one of those kids that's got it. He figures it out. I don't know where he gets it from. I'm sure it's probably from being on the farm with his brother growing up and his old man and his family. They're just tough, gritty kids. Him and his brother Keaton, who's also here as a true freshman right now, redshirting. I've got nothing but great things to say about Isaac. He wasn't even the best high school student as far as academics, and he's come here, and I believe he had a 3.2, something like that, GPA last year, and he's working hard on improving that, and he's just one of those kids that goes above and beyond what you expect.
And Coach, nothing against the team. It kind of looked like some of the early matches, we weren't getting that lead in the individual match that we thought we might get, but still it was kind of good to see our kids be up against it and be able to pull off some close wins. Do you agree?
Yeah, we certainly didn't start off the duel like we wanted. It was completely against our game plan. We really talked about going out there and attacking and putting those first points on the board as soon as possible without making a mistake, of course, but Andy Lentz, made repeated mistakes in the match, and it cost him points. But he responded. Very proud of him. He came through, got an escape right at the buzzer, and hit a nice little defensive spin limp leg, I guess is what you'd call it, and secured the first match for us and got us going.
We know you got a team to get over to and talk about how proud you are of them. But I'd like to talk real quick before we leave about Derek Nickel. Derek, this was his first home duel at Bigger Sports Center. It's something we talked about earlier today. And, Derek's been in the program 3 years, so for that to be his first time in a duel, as a Lindsey Wilson in the lineup, what a performance. Derek Nickel just dominated.
Yeah, he's as you can tell why we're excited. I know we've had conversations here, but
trying not to get taken out by Matt here. It's part
Derek he's just for a 285-pound weight class. He weighs about 255 pounds, but he moves like a 125-pounder, and I'm not really exaggerating. I'm sure you got to see that if you were watching the duel. He's very quick, very athletic. Another kid that just, he's known around campus. He's on homecoming court. He's just another All-American kid that just anything I ask him to do, he does it, and he does more. Very proud of him. I'm excited for him. You know, he's kind of won the spot away from Teddy Furnish right now, but I can tell you, I mean, prior to tonight, you know, Teddy's been wrestling a little better than Derek, and that's like comparing, you know, I don't even know. I don't have a good analogy or good metaphor there, but we have two very, very solid heavyweights, and we're pretty excited about the future there.
Yeah, if you look at those ratings in the preseason, Teddy Furnish is in the top 10. Derek Nickel not even listed. So, I mean, it's very, very – I mean, we got to watch out. We got some mats going on behind us. But,
Yeah.
Coach Ruff, we're proud of the team, and I think we've seen that we're making even more gains in year 3. I mean, to be year 3 and be at this stage, you got to be proud.
Yeah, the leadership is now there. It's it's pride swallowing. You know, it's emotional at the same time. You know, I was fighting back tears tonight with the injury to Scott Flesher. I just sucks for him. You know, he's done so much, and I put him through a lot emotionally and really made him step up his game in order to earn that varsity spot, and he did it. He did everything I asked of him, and then boom. You know, hopefully his season's not over, but you know, he certainly didn't have a very nice looking injury tonight. So we can hope for the best, and like I talked about earlier tonight, that's just a part of the sport, and we're gonna fight through all of the adversity. It doesn't matter. We're gonna stay positive. We're gonna stay focused, and we got a lot of work to do yet to accomplish our goals.
Well, great. Well, thanks, Coach, for coming over here and joining us. We're going to take one last 30-second break before we come back, but it's a 41-0 win. Great way to start the home dual season.
41-6 with the injury default.
41-6 win. Thanks for helping me out, Coach. This is the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.
Thanks.